And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The blue line making its way out of the station are setting tonight, Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son. We can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him, now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah.
And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Suns, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Luka Doncic, 2019 Rookie of the Year. Did you have any idea he would be this good?
Yes.
You knew.
I went nuts.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe Atlanta straight away.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I thought Phoenix should have taken him. I thought Sacramento should have taken him. And I still can't believe they didn't. You know, it's really weird when people just throw away the EuroLeague like it's, you know, like it's like people playing at the Y.
And he was decorated.
It's a really good league.
Oh, my goodness.
He played a 90-game season, and
Yes.
they won the title, and he was named the playoff MVP. Like, I don't know what else you need. And he was 19, and he's definitely special, and he seemed special a year ago, so I'm not surprised.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Nowitzki is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. And for Boston, Brown is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Addison out there with Horford, and it's White in at the point. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And no good that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Tatum kicks to White. Brown outside. Goes up from the top of the key. The Mavericks pull it in.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And here's Boston. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's Baddest one, defended by Nowitzki. And it's good, 2 points.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Doncic finds Dinwiddie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, before becoming the 38th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Dinwiddie played 3 really good years of collegiate basketball at Colorado.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
He misses the free throw. Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any sports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming up.
leagues happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Yeah, right. Now, here's Doncic. 32 points for him last game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Dinwiddie against Brown. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Over Tatum. Doncic, no good.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K esports league just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes in basketball so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center in Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed. My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me. And it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox
stuff.
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And, Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s, the first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. You're just like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut,
How
I'm
can
in
this
LA,
be?
and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to Doncic. Pass to McGee. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Bill, was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
No, really.
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming? Right?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on, and around sophomore year, I finally just started getting momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I get paid for this. Right. Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
And so here is Dallas after the basket by Boston.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Here's Nowitzki following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 20 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Dallas, no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
There's the pass to White. He feeds it to Horford and finished off by Horford.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Al Horford. And Dallas with a change here, too. White's checked in. Here now is Dinwiddie. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Dinwiddie. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, last season he played outstanding. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Dallas shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
We've seen a handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money, and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap. And you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario of it, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team, and now his supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year from somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are going to be in this position with Giannis, where if he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120, how are you going to put a good team around him?
You can't maneuver.
You can't.
No.
So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
A percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his cap figure is 32, even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete with it.
Smart finds Tatum. Here's Baddest one. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Davis Bertans checks in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him.
That free throw, no good. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a factor. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, that with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it. I mean,
No. Yeah. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And
I really care
Our name
about
is
it.
attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, he had 8 points. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And the shot goes in. And the Celtics lead by 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Pass to Doncic. Back to Barea. 6 on the shot clock. Right for 3. Drills it from outside.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And Gallinari kicks to Smart. Outside Williams. Passes it to Gallinari. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Smart following the score by Dallas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah. Just you figure, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. When did we start saying that?
Gathering the ball.
Never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
During his rookie season, Jason Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
Dallas making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. And there's the pass to Bertans. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. The kick out to Tatum. Smart against Berea. For Boston, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Marcus Smart. He'll be at the line shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now, here's Doncic to the wing on the left. His first shot coming late. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Doncic.
Kevin, you always have to be alert to where Nowitzki is. I mean, he loves catching the defense off guard with the catch and shoot.
Outside Tatum. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Boston leading by 7. Smart on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bertans for 3. Rebound by Williams. So it's the Celtics now. Fires, high post. Tatum's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bertans, the pass to Wright. Doncic outside. Here's the floater. And finished off by Bertans.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Boston on top. They lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from the place where baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Smart is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Williams. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Williams at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just can you help other people get to where they should go?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read.
And
That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Right, the pass to Bertens. Nowitzki outside. Lock at 6. Pass to Barea. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. But they recover it. Goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. It's Smart with the drive.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
Boston making some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Robert Williams. And it's White in for Smart. And then for Dallas, JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis Bertans. And Hardaway is subbed in for J.J. Barea. And here's Gallinari outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And with the 2K Esports League bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Clubs.
deals? Where's our endorsement
Well, if
deal
they
money?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Doncic.
Boy, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
And it's Gallinari missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the wing right side. Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. Last year, getting it done. 3rd in shooting percentage and one of the great shot erasers in our game, providing the last line of defense. How about top 5 in the league for blocks?
And it's a pretty terrific feat to finish top 3 in field goal percentage. Just a testament to how hard he works to become the consummate pro. The first one falls. Some changes for Boston. Baddest one comes in for Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Brogdon. Dallas also making some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Wright. All free throws good from Doncic. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
For Boston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Boston. That is at the line, 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Dallas. A 12-point game. Hardaway passes to Doncic. From deep, Powell dishes to McGee. And it's denied.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Brown. No good there. And it's Dallas the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Hardaway against Gallinari. Fires for 3, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's White. He picked up 18 points in their last win against San Antonio.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dinwiddie kicks to Powell. McGee with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 to shoot. Here's Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 14. Now here's Brown. He's got 7. White finds Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Doncic. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Doncic comes with the double team, and slam dunk by Tatum.
It's not a problem at all for Tatum to punch it down. Length and athleticism makes the flush an easy shot.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Shoots over Brown. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Brown kicks to White. Outside Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Celtics have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Dinwiddie showing you some of that strength, excelling at taking the hit and working his way through it.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Over in the corner, Brown. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really good to see Brown drop in the perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. Good season for him last year. Put up about 15 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
That's good from Horford on the assist by Tatum.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Doncic against Horford. And it's sent back by Horford. Left side, Brown. Took him no time at all on that one. Tatum's got 9.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Dinwiddie passes to McGee. Now Powell. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Doncic outside. Clock at 4. Over Horford. Dallas again missing. Here's Boston now. They're on a 19-7 run. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Bertans, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Dinwiddie. He has 6. Outside Hardaway. Passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. The pass to Bertans. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Tatum. Pass to Bertans. Dallas moving it around. Shot to stop the run, and Hardaway gets it to go. And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
There's your number right here on my speed
you
dial.
have my number. Call me.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
Powell finds Bertans. Here's Dinwiddie. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, it's so difficult to corral Dinwiddie, even when you get physical with him. He finds a way to power through.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and sixth man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
Smart misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Taken away by Williams.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And here is Tatum. He had 22 points in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Celtics out in front, running away with this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. You know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Nowitzki, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
White, good.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Nowitzki right side. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass the baddest one. The kick out to Tatum. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Inside. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
That free throw good from Doncic. Clark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard's got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense and very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
White dishes to Tatum. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got 12.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Dinwiddie outside. Doncic outside. Let's go. Rebound, Boston. Baddest one's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Brown the pass to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Dinwiddie dishes to Hardaway. Passes it to Doncic. The 3. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Doncic. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
Tatum against Hardaway. Shoots. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Celtics leading by 21. And there's the pass to White. Knocks it loose. Back to Tatum. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. He's got 14.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with his stroke.
Dinwiddie kicks to Nowitzki to end the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Nowitzki.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gallinari comes in for Al Horford. And Brogdon subbed in for White. Both free throws good from Nowitzki. You talk about the aggressive summer for the Mavericks. The max extension for Porzingis was a given.
Yeah, I agree. And you take a look at what else they needed. More shooting, two-way veteran players if they're going to make a push for the playoffs.
And Wright kicks to Doncic. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Gallinari. The kick out to Tatum. Sinks the three-pointer. Tatum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics.
Oh, I tell you, when Tatum puts it all together, he is so much fun to watch. He's a player with a very bright future.
Dallas calls timeout. Now last season, a bit of a renaissance for Gallinari.
And the way Gallinari stepped up last season, Kevin, was a big reason the Clippers were as strong as they were. Now on the other side of 30, he's been playing some of his best basketball here of late. And let's see the stat sheet here on Malcolm Brogdon. He had a strong showing last season. First in free throw shooting. And you look at his three-point field goal percentage. How about top 10 in the league? He did not miss often.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Nowitzki finds Wright. Here now is Dinwiddie. And Boston with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
3-on-3. Doncic outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Gallinari outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's now 8 points for Gallinari.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brogdon against Wright. Here's Dinwiddie. But they get it back. McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Brogdon kicks to Brown. Tatum against Doncic. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And that one falls for Tatum. Clark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Both free throws good from McGee.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Outside, Smart. It's Brogdon on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Smart. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gallinari.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And the first one drops. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Both free throws good from Doncic. Celtics leading by 22. Logged in the pass to Gallinari. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Gallinari's got 11 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Right outside. Doncic outside. The offensive rebound. The kick out to right. Here's Nowitzki. They shoot again, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Gallinari.
Nowitzki's so crafty at using the pump fake to his advantage. Can't leave your feet around him if you're on defense. You got to stay down.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Nowitzki.
Boy, you got to love Nowitzki. As unique a player as you'll ever see, a towering 7-footer who is as good as it gets at making all kinds of jump shots.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Both free throws good from Nowitzki. Here's Brogdon. He kicks it to Brown. Outside Williams. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Brogdon. Fires it up. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Brogdon extremely confident because he knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Smart against Barea. Back to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 5. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Celtics leading by 23. Brogdon kicks to Gallinari. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Doncic, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Pass to Barea. And the layup falls.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Brogdon with it. Passes it to Gallinari. Brown inside. Guarded by Doncic. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Dallas shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Here's Nowitzki. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Nowitzki's got 10 points in just the second half. Brogdon the pass to Williams. To the middle. Misses the one-handed jam.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Williams with the block. Gallinari against Barea. Now here's Brogdon. Defense is right there. Outside, Smart. The shot will not fall. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim. It's very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And so White will bring it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Now here's Williams. He's got 10. Smart misses. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bertans kicks to Barea. Back to Bertans. Over White. The pass to Bertans. And White with the block. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Celtics ball.
Al Horford. He's checked in for Williams. Boston's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Brown outside. Boston again missing. Mavericks shooting about 42% so far. Wright outside. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The shot by Powell, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
The incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as stick you one-on-one.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Back to the action after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now the Mavericks with it. We've got Anthony Tolliver. Williams is out there with Horford. Then it's Langford. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Goes back up. And Marjanovic with the layup. Marjanovic has got his first basket of the night.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Smart kicks to Williams. Pass to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, Smart with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Smart's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Barea the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Hardaway. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Horford kicks to Langford. Horford trying to free himself up. And Langford with the basket on the assist by Horford.
Able to follow through on the shot, even with the contact. Good concentration there by Langford.
And Smart over to help. Barea finds Hardaway. Back to Barea. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Some changes for Boston. Baddest ones checked in for Williams. Tatum comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And it's White in for Langford. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
One shot.
Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game in my opinion.
Tatum's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 21. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bertens. Fires the three. And Boston with the rebound. Baddest one's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Bucket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Hardaway goes in. And it's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for J.J. Barea. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Smart. And it's sent back by Horford. Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. Good work there as it goes. 14 points for baddest one.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Dallas calls timeout. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the final. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you can have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. And the Celtics making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Ntilikina comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Kleber. Just 4 to shoot. Ntilikina can't hit.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And the shot goes in. 16 points for baddest one.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Passes it to Bertans. Now the pass to Ntilikina. Now Doncic, guarded by Bradley. Tatum against Doncic. No good on the three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They get it again. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Ntilikina passes to Doncic. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Tatum. Dinwiddie against White. Now Dinwiddie. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot.
Calm, cool, collected amongst the big trees inside. Dinwiddie continues to impress from the painted area.
Clark, for a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
Here's White. Another shot, baddest one. Mavericks with the rebound. Teardrop shot. Dinwiddie kicks to Kleber. Second shot opportunity, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 28 points for the game.
Boy, the take charge mentality of Doncic on display there. The quick fire approach demonstrates his confidence.
Bradley, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And that one, good. 16 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Horford. It's Bradley on the wing. Boston again missing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Horford the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists in the game. Ntilikina passes to Doncic. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. The 3 from Bertans. The rebound by the Celtics. Baddest one's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Bradley. Bertans grabs the board. Dallas shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Here's Doncic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
2 shots.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
The first free throw is good. Alinari, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Bradley. And then for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Nowitzki comes in for Davis Bertans. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. Free throws good from Doncic. Celtics leading by 20. And here's White. Outside Tatum. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Dinwiddie against Tatum. Dinwiddie drives in. Doncic against Brown. Nowitzki for three. He's off on that one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Tatum. Here's baddest one. He dishes it to Gallinari. A three ball. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Dinwiddie against Tatum. Dinwiddie drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
First one falls for him. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame career.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Doncic against Brown. Right side Hardaway. Here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
White against Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. Here's Hardaway. It's good.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Dinwiddie against White. There's the pass to baddest one. And Hardaway comes to help. Back to White. Kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Nowitzki for three, but he recovers it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
The starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Mavericks.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for baddest one.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today. Relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 17. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, baddest one.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. .103 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. On the wing, Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
And so White will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 14. Now the dish to Bradley. Back to White. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Langford with it. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.